This is another episode of Standup Comedy, your host and MC, celebrating 40-plus years on the fringe of show business. Stories, interviews, and comedy sets from the famous and not so famous. Here's your host and MC, Scott Edwards.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another special bonus episode of An Audience of One. And from Los Angeles, California, he's a comic, he's an author. Let's welcome Bob Ettinger. Bob, thanks for joining us on the show. I hear you have a little funny for us.
Oh, I always try to. Lately, I've been really getting into golf. It's kind of a new thing for me. I got to say, I'm getting pretty good. I can almost hit the ball as far as I can throw the clubs. So I'm very happy with that. I've got a good form with that toss, too. It's a nice end-over-end tomahawk style. I'm very happy with that. But there's all sorts of rules of golf that you need to learn. Like, I didn't know. Like if you hit a ball offline, it looks like it's supposed to hit. It looks like it might hit someone. You're supposed to yell 4. Yeah, that's not what I yell. It starts with an F, though. It has 4 letters and people do duck. I will tell you that.
Yeah, that's good. I'm a golfer. There's some truth to that.
But, people, I like playing, but people always ask me what my handicap is. I'm going to have to say it's pretty much the damn clubs. They're holding me back.
It's the clubs that are your golf handicap.
They are.
Well, I'm sure you're having some fun on the course. Now, didn't you recently create an audiobook called Some Sports Stories?
Yeah, it just came out. Thanks for mentioning it. It's a book full of short stories, and every story has one thing in common. They all have something or another to do with sports. And it is an audiobook, and it has been read by two narrators, two good friends of mine who go back to high school, who are both voiceover experts. And it turned out great. I'm very pleased with it. And I think we have a sample of it today for your group.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to share a short part of his new audiobook. This chapter is called Knollwood. You want to set it up a little bit, Bob?
It's something happened to me in the round of golf, and with a little nature thrown in for good measure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's a little taste of Bob Ettinger's new audiobook, Some Sports Stories.
Knollwood. I love playing golf, but sometimes money was a little tight, and carts cost money. So I'd walk to make it more affordable, even when the course was hilly. Knollwood in the San Fernando Valley was one of those courses that could have doubled as a motocross track. Before starting the back 9, I was tired and starving. I took the last of my money and bought a hot dog and a Gatorade. I set the hot dog down on a bench as I teed off on the 10th hole. Just after I hit my shot, I turned to get back to my food only to see a crow steal my hot dog. A crow! He successfully managed to pluck out only the dog, leaving the bun behind. Apparently, it was a crow on the Atkins diet. He had the middle of the dog in his mouth, making both sides of the dog bounce up and down like he was wearing a demented smile as he flew off. Damn, I was starving. I had no choice but to eat the bun with no dog.
Hey, that was great. Thanks, Bob, for sharing. Ladies and gentlemen, that was just a little excerpt from Some Sports Stories, Bob Ettinger's new audiobook. It's available at barnesandnoble.com. Bob, you having fun with this new project?
It's been great. I've gotten a lot of nice feedback, and it's really fun to see people enjoy it.
Well, thanks for sharing a couple golf jokes and your new audiobook, Some Sports Stories. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to this week's episode of An Audience of One. We'll be back Sunday with a regular full show. Bye.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC. For information on the show, merchandise, and our sponsors, or to send comments to Scott, visit our website at www.standupyourhostandmc.com. Look for more episodes soon and enjoy the world of stand-up comedy. Visit a comedy showroom near you.